Good morning vlog. Welcome to another day in the life of Natalie. So what a traumatic journey that was home. So where did I leave you? Last week's vlog, I think I just kind of showed you what we were doing. I didn't really explain it. So our flight was 45 minutes delayed from Malta to Heathrow, which then meant we didn't get our train from Heathrow to Liverpool Street to Norwich. So luckily Amy literally messaged me as we landed, pure coincidence. He was like, how was your time? And I was like, actually, funny enough you say that because we're now stranded. And she was like, no problem, just come to mine. So we ended up staying at hers. Then we got the 10 o'clock train home. That went fine. Got back into Norwich at about 11:45. And then Chris's keys, we accidentally left them at home. So his mum dropped us off some keys, and turns out they weren't for his flat, they were for his grandma's flat. We were locked out. So after all of that journey, we then still couldn't get in. So we had to get the site manager to come and let us in. All of that in like 12 hours. So much drama. But anyway, I'm now off to go meet Leanne. I'm vlogging this on my camera because I've left my vlogging camera at home, but I'm now off to meet Leanne to take some photos, and then we're off out to go and see Chris's friends because they're just moving to their first house together. So very, very busy day. I feel really groggy. I need a shower. I don't feel like myself right now, but we're doing this. We're getting some shots of the gram, and then I feel like those people are staring at me today, and then I can go home and have a shower and enjoy life and not have greasy hair. Good afternoon vlog. Today is the most greyest, yucky day ever. I feel like before I went to Malta it was sunny. Malta was sunny, and then now it's like horrifically rainy, miserable and just horrid. It's not been a good day. I'm finally back home. I've basically been at Chris's for well over a week because we went on holiday and I just had some things to do in Norwich, so it just made sense. But today I've finally come home with about 1,000 bags of stuff. I did about 5,000 loads of washing, and it's now all hanging up to dry. So I feel like I've been a bit productive and back to normal like reset mode. So that, then I did some beauty clients. I'm now have to go meet Gemma. I've got a few jobs to do first, but it's absolutely chucking it down. And I don't really know how I feel about going outside, but it's just got to happen. We've just got to embrace it. Rocking double denim today. Trying to be a cool kid. Embracing the shorter hair. We're trying to embrace it just because I want to give my hair a little bit of a rest, because those extensions are heavy in your hair, especially when you're not used to having longer hair. And then I think that's about it. That's all I really need to talk to you about. I'm loving not wearing makeup. I've literally got a bit of bronzer, a bit of highlighter, lipstick and eyeshadow, and I'm ready to go. It's such like a game changer in life and getting ready. But I need to go outside, but it's just raining and horrible. Good morning vlog. It is Thursday morning? Yeah, Thursday. But last night I feel like I wanted to explain what I was up to. I didn't really want to get my camera out because basically I was at a social networking event and it was really, really good fun. It was done by Social Network Solutions. One of their branches is in Norwich. And they like invited me along and was like, do you want to come speak to like-minded businesses? It's not necessarily about working with brands that you think are directly gonna like help you out. It's kind of who knows who and kind of speaking to people, and I'm so glad I said yes because it was so much fun. I met a few people that I follow on Instagram, and it was really, really nice to kind of put a personality to an account, because you interact with, wow, the sun is bright, you interact with people on Instagram and you kind of expect them to be a certain way, and then when you meet them it's actually nice to be able to put the personality to the account. So there's a few people like that I met, and also a really, really interesting guy who makes tree houses, but not like your regular tree house, like basically a house in a tree. So he makes like tree houses that are like attached to 12 trees and they're like £100,000 plus, and they've got like a fully like kitted out kitchen, and it was crazy. Like, we showed me all the photos and I was like, oh my god, when I make it I'm gonna have a tree house, because my mum and dad would never ever let me have a tree house, and I feel like that would tick that box. Yes, so Social Network Solutions is kind of a hub for businesses to speak to if they want to like outreach to influencers and don't know how to do it. So it's kind of, they're like a middleman. So they were there kind of mingling us all together and putting us together as influencers, and I hate using that word, influencers and brands, and seeing how we could get on together. Like, there was a new salon opening, and they wanted to speak to me about whether I'd want to go and help them. So it was really, really good fun. And then we ended up going out for drinks afterwards, and we didn't get home till quite late. And the head was banging slightly this morning, but it's fine, we're going to power through. It was a really, really good event. I met Georgie there as well. I've spoke to her again loads of times through Instagram, never actually met her. She knows Chris really well, so it was nice to be able to put her personality to a person, as well as just like interacting via Instagram. And it was just a really, really good night. Today we're off because it's Chris's grandma's birthday, so we're going to go out for lunch with her. And then this evening there's a local restaurant to me called the Ingham Swan. I used to go there with my mum and dad quite a lot, and then they're something in their kitchen caught alight, I think, and basically it burnt it all down. And it was one of the nicest restaurants. Like, my granddad is a connoisseur of fish and chips. Wherever we go, whatever the cuisine is in a restaurant, he'll always have fish and chips. And he said that the Ingham Swan made the best fish and chips. And when they were no longer trading, my granddad was like, oh, I really liked it there. So basically they're relaunching, and it's taken them about a year, I want to say. And they've invited Chris to do photography, and I think there's a group of like influencers and local businesses and stuff that have all been invited to go and help with the launch. So that is what we're going to do this evening, which I'm so excited about, because I love food, and it's really, really good again to mingle with people that you don't necessarily would have mingled with. And it's really, really good, like these sorts of, I feel like last night and tonight will really help me like boost my confidence, because I'm not a very confident person. I don't like speaking to people that I don't necessarily know, because I don't want them to judge me, or I just get really, really nervous. So I feel like last night and tonight will really, really help me to like have more confidence and be a bit more like, hi, I'm Natalie and this is what I do, and I love colour, and I'm a rainbow, and I feel like I could help your brand. And yeah, so hopefully it'll be a really, really good networking event. And you never know who you're going to meet, especially in Norwich. Like, Norfolk is a very, very small place, everyone knows everyone. So hopefully we'll be able to just have a really, really good night, good food, and hopefully a little bit more of a confident Natalie will come out of it. But that's all I need to say to you about today. My skin is still glowing from this microneedling. I think I'm due maybe next week or the week after to have it topped up, but I love it. Literally all I've put on today is bronzer, a bit of highlighter, eye makeup and lipstick, and I'm ready to go. It takes me so much less time in the mornings now. I've got clearer skin. I feel like I have still got that post-holiday glow though, which always does help, doesn't it, let's be honest. But I feel like this is a new side of me where I can get ready a lot quicker, and I actually enjoy looking at my skin as opposed to like caking on as much makeup as I physically can. So I think that's the daily update from Natalie. Hope you all enjoyed that. I'm now going to carry on with the rest of the day. Chris is going to edit some photos. I'm going to upload my YouTube video, so that's ready for Sunday because I'm working all weekend. And then we're off out for lunch.
Welcome to the squad, back in the new year, obviously from our devastation we had 18 months ago. I don't want to waffle on and thank everyone in the world. I did us some builders here, they're here, so if there's any gripes with them, let me know. Other than that, really, I want everyone to enjoy. Obviously we've chosen for you to come and enjoy our food tonight. And I'll have a chat with everyone when we're finished. So thank you very much.
Good evening, so we are at the Ingham Swan. Amazing, we are about 3/4 of the way through the menu now. I had artichoke for starter, then we had like a little onion soup. I will put all the pictures in so you can see what it looked like. It was so nice. And I had butternut tortellini, and that was insane. We're now trying to get a photo because it's really, really nice with yellow seats and blue backgrounds. So that's what we're trying to do now. But we think where we sat before was better for lighting. But I'm really, really excited for that. It's really, really nice. It's exactly the same layout as it was before. They've injected a bit of colour, which obviously I'm going to be a fan of. And the rooms are really, really nice as well. We had a little look around there. And it's like greys and blues and yellows, so kind of all blended together. It's a really nice thing.
Enjoyed it.